9 hours ago, someone commented in a video where I explained that being able to look at the index of a website like WikiLeaks is not hacking, and it's not a super secret way in. Many sites default to that. Someone said to me, could you find the index of my website? It would be quite interesting. Very interesting. Yes, I'm being a jerk about a different video. See also WikiLeaks Podesta emails pizza map handkerchief. Is it really that, or was it a bandana? I'm going to give a reveal at the end of this video what that actually referred to, because apparently no one's ever heard this joke before. Yes, it's a joke. Anyway, I did a 20-minute layer 1 test because I didn't need to do the full 30 minutes. I do that for free for people. So I did this. Creation date 2015. IP address is shared by 45,000 other websites, and hosting this on the server is done by a specific program I'm not going to name. The registrant, when I looked up the who is, shows the same name of the person that posted. Care of a specific location that the person probably doesn't live at anymore, and a specific phone number they don't use anymore. This information is posted publicly under who is because that's how who is works. You can anonymize that or just ask that it be changed. That's all that's necessary. Unless somebody archived it, which I did not do. Someone else might. It also gave an email address that when I ran it through the standard reverse lookup that Gmail provides under standard visual lookup, it showed me the same person and their Google Plus page. When I typed in deliberately the wrong page name, when I found a subdomain on the page, on the server, it gave me a 404 page. The 404 page did what you're not supposed to let it do. It told me what version of software the person's running as well as the server software. That narrows down all of the exploits down to a 5-minute hack that lets me get into the root system. This person's running a computer repair business based out of an area that has 162,000 people in a specific country in it. That narrows down the exploit search and all that, but it does not narrow down the physical location. This is good. Being in a large city is better. However, the who is data shows an older phone number that may actually lead to somewhere where I could then go from there. And the address definitely would. Also, the phone number may cross-contaminate to other websites. Dear sir and or madam, please look up your phone number that you have had, all of your phone numbers you've had, and see if they're posted anywhere, and try to get them removed. Also, your address, make sure that they are not available as well. And no, none of the information is going to be in this video. I'm not going to dox somebody. They asked me to do this as a test. I'm assuming they're not doing this to be a jerk or lie to me. And I also told them you have to edit your comment slightly so I can tell you've seen this, so I can delete the information. I'm going to do that after I do the video. Standard View Gmail reverse lookup also led to several other things. A Facebook page, a website domain that was under GeoCities, which was redirected. Mentions of the Bilderberg Group and the Illuminati, and a whole bunch of stuff in what is sometimes called word salad mode with lots of color changes. It's like that crazy wall with the lines going back and forth. Next, the Wikipedia page lookup for the area doesn't show me anything that would be useful, and I would stop at that point. Looking up the phone numbers wasn't done because that's insanely easy to locate people's data that way, so I didn't go there. I'm just saying in the video you should remove that information. Next, when I looked up the name of the software for both the server and the sub-software for the server, for the web server versus the system server, and looked up the simple word exploit, then downloaded them, yeah, it's 5 minutes to break in. Don't let it tell anybody what software you're running. Next, when I looked up keyword array, I threw all the keywords in to tell a computer website scraper to grab every unique keyword dictionary word, hence the reason I always search engine optimize the names of my videos, even though they're annoying. This resulted in me having a narrow down from the standard 64,000 to 6,000 dictionary words that people use, to looking up all the specialized words and phrases used within that group, and narrowed it down to a dictionary attack of only 100 words to break into the server by password alone, which isn't needed because 5 minutes later I would have been in the system. public disclosure, I didn't attack the system. I attacked a virtual system by telling a website to build this, not update it, because the other server isn't really updated, and see if I could get in, and it takes 5 minutes. They do an in-house test of this sort of thing, so you can see how weak a system is. No, I'm not going to leave a link to that, because I can't. My site will be taken down. So anyway, one of the names used was a bad boy racer slogan and the name of a forum or club founded by a specific, very famous person. The email address indicated a particular year of birth, and the website domain referred to a specific preference of vehicle used at high speed. Then I found, I only looked one layer deep, look for one incident where the person mentions their operating system. On a Linux forum, I can't get into the computer, all it does is show a blinking line. It's a very specific thing to look up for that particular version of Linux. And then it was on such and such before that and would not boot up. That may mean that you're self-hosting or you're co-locating. Help me, we're all starving. It means you're indicating that you're making money off the website or web server. I hope you're not running the 45,000 other websites on that machine. I don't think so. I'm not going to look any deeper, because that really would be just cruel. Postings that you don't want to leave up. Microsoft Partner Network. That means I go to the Microsoft Network or the Microsoft Developer Network, MSDN, and just look you up and find out everything you've learned, so I know your security level and capabilities, or whether or not you hired out, or looked up the questions and answers you got. Then there's the Discuss profile. Good freaking God, don't use Discuss. So I have access to everything you've ever asked or answered and can use that to create a profile. Expunge it, please, Mr. Penguin. Next. Go through on your server identification when someone types in an error page on purpose or types in the basic things like robots.txt or whatever, and have it not give anybody information on what software it's running. Not even lying about it, just no information. None, zero. It becomes uninteresting. Bots will ignore the site because they can't get any information. All of this allows me to guess your interest-based passwords. It was only 100 words I needed to go through, and lets me look up the exploits, which let me in within, hypothetically, 5 minutes. And again, I didn't test it on the server. You test it on a virtual server, configured that way, 2 layers deep only, and it only took 5 minutes. I'm going to erase that information I posted publicly, because you asked publicly, and I'm going to erase your comment, because at the bottom of it, it said, please look up the Podesta pizza map on a handkerchief. If someone says your t-shirt looks like a map of pizza joints in downtown Los Angeles, they're commenting on the fact that you have a shirt that's stained. If they say it about a handkerchief, they're saying the same thing. That napkin you're holding is like a map of everywhere in downtown. Why don't you rinse it off or wash it? Yeah, that's the reveal. If anybody's curious, that Podesta email is a very well-known joke about restaurants and people going to them and using a handkerchief to wipe their mouth, because they wipe their mouth instead of blowing their nose into the handkerchief. They use tissue paper with the sinuses and then wipe their mouth with the napkin and, or with the bandana or handkerchief. It's a joke about not cleaning your shirt or your napkin or whatever. In fact, it might have been a shirt, which would be even more interesting, because why would someone leave their shirt somewhere? No, it's not a map of pizza joints. How many of you are so non-worldly that a geek like me in Portland, Oregon knows this joke about pizza joints or restaurants? Hey man, your t-shirt looks like a map of soda shops in town. They think about it for a second. Oh yeah, I need to clean it. Yeah, everybody got let down that road again. I'll do a video on it, but I've already gone through the email. It's really just a joke about the guy leaving a handkerchief behind. It's not a map of pizza joints. It's this is what people are posting? Seriously? How backwater do you have to be not to know this joke? I know the joke, and I only know it because I was told that, because I had a t-shirt on, a shirt at work that needed to have the stains removed, and someone mentioned that. He was from New York. Another guy from Chicago did it a couple of weeks later, so I had to change the shirt. It was a work shirt. It was stained. It was slightly visibly stained. They sometimes called it the pizza map effect, or other jokes. Restaurant map joke. This is something you can look up. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that, and I'll redact the data that I posted.